Welcome, adventurers! It's Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The last time we'll have any of these things until March 9th, so this isn't very far away. 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and we are live. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo, and this is the Reptile Show Reporter. As usual, Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Chameleon Academy, is on assignment. Wait a minute, he's not here. He's on assignment is what it says. Okay, there we go. We'll get a guest instead. There we go. We've got Yvette instead. A better trade-off, I think.
I'm going to try to put my earbuds in. Hold on a second.
Okay, sure.
This is crazy.
Take your time. All right, Yvette from Misty Mountain Phants is filling in for Bill. I think it's an improvement, but don't tell him. Tonight we are discussing what happened since the last live show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you great. We got
great. I'm going to try to. This is all weird for me because trying to find a place in the house. Bill's room is not. The library is not acceptable.
Okay.
So let me get myself situated.
All right, we'll put the video on first, and we'll get started. Feel free to dance. All right. Are you ready? I'm going to switch opposite sides. Okay.
This is so weird. Oh, shoot.
All right.
I'm like literally.
Let's see what's going on with the comments here. All right. So we got Two Turtle Tom. Let's see. It's Two Turtle Tom was the first one on, but Liza Ann is here. I'm going to go ahead and show everybody's pictures. Two Turtle Tom. Let's see. Tom and Paige. There we go. Eliza Ann. I thought she was going with them, but apparently not. There's Eliza.
Hold on.
And the Chameleon.
I'm seeing if I can turn this.
I think it's better one of her. And Bill and what have you. And let's see. Who else do we have here today? Mikey Ben.
Hey.
So Mikey Ben says you aren't in the Phant room. Who's watching the babies? I don't know.
Well, I just had a quick run with as much to do that I could. So now I'm here. I have to go back and finish later. So yeah.
Right. So Stephanie Payne is here. Let's put her up.
Stephanie.
Let's see.
Now I can't see anybody. I'm sure that's you.
There we go. There's Stephanie Payne that we talk about. She's the Stephanie Payne 2, I guess we'd call her.
Okay.
Let's see. Mikey Ben. Let's see. Okay. So there we go. I think I've announced everybody so far that's gotten on today. So we'll go ahead and get back to the regularly scheduled show. All right. So I saw evidence of Bill's in Madagascar. Can you tell us a little bit more about his trip? Was his as eventful as James, but not really?
Not really, not at all. It seemed to be very smooth sailing, and it was I believe it was a
Bill
trip
and James
back.
Would be connecting up and going together since you guys don't live that far from each other, but I guess not.
I know. I was a little bummed out. Oh, anyway, so I'm glad he's there now.
Yeah, James ended up in Paris. I don't know why. I don't know I have to probably look at a globe and figure out what's going on, why they went to Paris and then to Africa and then to Madagascar. But I think they went to, at least James went to Paris and then he went to, what the heck is the name? Where
Nairobi?
the main chameleons that I've had in the past came from. Kenya, I think. But
okay.
Then he went to Madagascar, but I don't even know for sure. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, so yes, there we are. So let's see. All right. Any announcements, Yvette?
Yes, I do have an announcement, kind
Great.
of. I am going to be hanging out for a short time at the Reptile Super Show this weekend.
Great.
I think I'm going to go on Saturday. So definitely next week I can report what I've seen. It's been a
All right. So
while.
you're going unsupervised all alone without Bill to tell you what to do or to put a damper on the thing. Wow, that's a
What what I do is I let him go do his own thing and I do my own thing because he gets stopped all the time. I like to be incognito and I just
well,
kind of, you know.
after being on this show a couple times, you may not be able to do that. I don't know that we're that big, but I
Well,
think being on his show makes it a little bit more popular. But there you go.
well, I have a customer kind of turned friend. They are from the area and she and her father, her name's Alyssa. I don't remember her last name. Her and her father are going to be vending at a table and she's was really excited, you should come and say hello and I do have to get some supplies. So, now I have a dual focus and then of course I'm going to be looking around, but mostly it's to get supplies and say hello to my friend Alyssa.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. It sounds like a lot of fun. I don't have a show by me this weekend, so I don't know.
Well,
I guess I'll have to be watching the Ohio State game on Friday versus what? It's not Tennessee. They played them versus not Georgia. It's another major. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I do know I have it recorded
well, I
automatically.
know my sister will be watching football because she's
Yeah, I
totally
think
into that.
Thursday and Friday are the two big games, and then there'll be football with the NFL people on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh,
So
okay,
that'll
that's
be
right.
something to do, I guess. I don't know. My
Right.
poor wife is going to have to tolerate that for just one or two more weeks, and then we can go into the regular stuff. We'll see. We
Right.
do that stuff. Texas, Tom, Two Turtle Tom, there for the save. There we go, Texas. I knew it was
Hi,
somebody
Two Turtle
that I
Tom.
know about, but all right. Okay, so what? So Mikey Ben has asked a question. What's the future of Misty Mountain Phants on YouTube? November was quite the adventure.
Oh my goodness, yes. When Bill gets back, we already have a video kind of ready to go out, but it's just so much to do with with the holidays and even right now him being gone, even with, Megan, my Bill's daughter helping out. I'm flooded, so I can't even think about it. I had all these projects planned. So, yes, there is a future doing YouTube with Misty Mountain Phants, and I'm
Great.
excited about it. So,
That's great.
November, wow, that was crunch.
There's got to be extra work, even though you got hands to help. But all
Oh
the Bill
yeah.
stuff, he never says how much he's got there. But based on what I know, he's got a lot.
Yeah, and then of course there's me. This needs to be trimmed. I want to trim this right now, or I want to take care of this. And, I put my own special touch on it. And I'm like, okay, now I just got to get to the basics because, between my stuff and his stuff, and then the dogs are acting funny, so I've got to watch them too. But hey, we're getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more weeks to go.
Yep. How long are they
Yeah.
gone? When is he getting back?
The 22nd, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, I think they're going to be traveling before then. It takes like a couple days for
Mm-hmm.
them to make all the travels, and hopefully everything goes
Smoother than James' trip
swimmingly.
over there. So yeah, we'll see.
I
Let's
know
hope they.
Bill, when you were talking about the trip, I know Bill stopped in Paris too.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't know what
Actually,
happened.
James missed his connecting flight. He went to Paris, and there was a connection, and he missed it there. Is what
Okay.
I saw,
All
and at least
right.
that's what I don't know it's to be 100% truth, but he missed his connection flight. He was just a few minutes late, and he had to stay. But he had to stay at a hotel in Paris overnight, and they put him up in the hotel, and they gave him a free meal and a drive. So you can't complain when that happens. I
I
guess.
know. I have to say, I felt a little bad knowing he was so excited about this trip. And I just felt a little let down for him
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah,
but
let's just hope
anyway,
he's
he's
not
there.
climbing trees like he was saying he was going to do, climbing up to get to these chameleons. I think
Yeah.
that's a little crazy, but yes. So if anyone notices, I don't know if you can or not. I'm actually not on my personal computer because while we were away, while the show was the last season ended and this season didn't begin yet,
Hmm.
I left my computer on the table and my one of my daughters, who shan't be named, knocked over my drink onto the back of the computer and fried the entire thing. It was upside down so you could get to the whole thing, and the entire thing is fried. I think it's probably dead. But I was able to recover everything from my wife's computer, which I'm actually on right now. I had to borrow it from her. Not that we all have computers. I have like a bunch of computers. I got one for work, and I got two different works, and I got two different computers for work, but none of them are that one. But this one, so it's got all my podcasts and all this other stuff on it. So that old stuff will be delayed. The lives, obviously, I'm able to do that, but I don't know how soon I'll be doing a podcast or when I'll be doing, because all that equipment was fried with one single douse. We asked her to watch Abigail, our fourth kid, and she did a great job. But we came back and she said, I knocked your drink over right onto your, which I guess it's my fault. My drink was right next to my laptop and she knocked it over. So I guess it kind of ends up being my fault. But we won't know what's going to happen with the podcast and everything else. This computer is not the same as mine. I had a much more advanced computer, which I don't know if it was necessary, but I got it many years ago. But all right, let's see what Tom has to say. All right, so there we go.
Okay.
And what are the future plans for RSR in 2025? Well, we're going to have weekly shows every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with Wednesday, but I think it's probably the best day. It's been, I moved from Thursday to Wednesday a couple years ago because of my work schedule, and it's better this way because I don't have to work on I don't have to go into work on Wednesdays. I always go to the market and do other things, but I have to work from home on Wednesdays, and there's so much more to do. But there'll still be that, and it just depends on when I can get the podcast up and get things going, and maybe get a new computer, maybe not. We'll see what happens with this sharing a computer, which we've done for a long time. But I don't usually need the computer because I've got other computers for work, the two works that I work at, so that are encrypted and everything else, so I don't have to have a work from home computer because I have the different one. So, all right. So, what about Misty Mountain Phants? What's the 2025 look like for you?
Well, I'm YouTube, and so that's pretty much.
And then more YouTube.
Yeah, I got to get used. I've got to. There's so much growth to be had. I can't even tell you. So, that one right there. I'm having Megan go bring me my drink. Thank you so much. I need my chameleons, and I'll be drinking coffee till 1 or something. YouTube. There's a lot of care, and I'm also I have a lot of fans, and so I'm kind of trying to move some, and
I'm trying to get one of my Christmas presents here.
Oh.
That I got because we're in the room. We opened the Christmas presents, and I've got a mug that I got for Christmas, which is really telling. It shows that one of my kids knows me, at least. Actually, it wasn't my kid; it was actually a fiance. But to my son. But it says, I don't know if you could read it. It says, I may look like I'm listening to you, but in my head, I'm thinking about lizards. And it's got a chameleon there. So
that's so cool. I love it.
It's very cool. But and I got a lot of cool stuff for Christmas. How about you? What'd you get? Anything cool?
Rest and relaxation.
That is something you can't find anywhere.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not something you can find just anywhere. And so that's great.
We didn't do any gifts. We're like, we got everything we need. So, I just loved it. I got the
And my wife always complained because I always buy what I want when I need it, or what I really need. And I try not to buy too much nowadays because we just have too much.
I know. I feel you right there. That's where I'm at.
We're like, Jen made an entire van trip to donate stuff for my daughter. She filled the entire van up and took it to one of the local places to donate. She had to donate. We still got a pile of donation stuff.
That's good.
We get too much stuff. So.
Oh yeah. I've also been cleaning out. I don't hoard or anything like that, but I usually clean as I go. But this year, I've started cleaning the Phant room. Like, I don't need this anymore, So I've been getting rid of stuff or moving it along. Yvette, I know you are further south than the California fires, but I'm wondering what the situation is like there. It sounds horrific. We are good. We are good. We are in Orange County. We do live by some massive hills that have been torched before, but where we are, we would not be hit by any of the fires. We would only be affected by the smoke. But yeah, in Pacific Palisades, and I have a friend and her family, they live in Rancho Palos Verdes. It's really bad. And yeah, we're starting to smell the smoke. But yes, we are very lucky right now. So very
Wow,
lucky.
that's good. We our thoughts and prayers go out to the people in
Right.
Southern California and even you guys because the smoke is going to be something bad.
Right.
'Cause, we used to
Well,
have, you know,
something I was thinking about,
mhm,
why I'm going frantic and crazy all the past few days is because of the Santa Anas. The air gets really dry, and with the
mhm.
fires, the air is bone dry. I've watered the outdoor chameleons like 3 times today. So I'm tired.
Nice,
We
sure,
gotta,
yeah.
and bringing chameleons in and, with help and everything. So it's still a big job and, so
So
that's
Nate's
been a
finally here.
challenge.
He got here late, I
Hey,
guess.
Nate.
He's going out to visit his who is this? His family out there in the rancho. So
Oh,
let's see.
Rancho Palos
I
Verdes or Rancho Palo.
I
Hi,
don't know.
Nate.
Well, there's Nate, and let's figure out what his comment. Where lives in ranchos too. Where is this at, Nate? Tell us more. All right.
I can't see
So,
anything. Is that probably normal, Sean?
pardon me.
I don't
Are
see
you
any
not
chat or
seeing
any.
the comments?
Yeah, I don't see anything. I can see the comments. I just don't see I'm so used to seeing the live chat on YouTube. So that's so
Yeah, you
funny.
should get. Well, this is not you. This is
I'm different now.
a different software, but you should see the comments like the chat on the right. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving right now,
Yeah.
or is there? Can you see all the people that are in the chat?
No, I don't. Oh, I'm gonna go look at the chat. Oh, hold on.
You just have to put up comments. Just is that you put up the
Oh
comments?
shoot. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, great. Hold on a second. All right.
Mhm.
Cam, Mike, more. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it as is because I don't see squatty
Rancho
squat
Palos Verdes. I don't know which. That's
comments.
what
Oh, I
he's
see
saying.
things, but I don't see me. Okay. I'm gonna keep it like this. So, oh
Okay.
yes, that's where my friends live, Nate, too. How are they doing? I should, yeah, I need the chat. I'm like, wait, I need the chat. Comments.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
yeah, I don't
That's all
even know.
right.
I don't even know who you're logged in under. So you might be logged under you. So if you can write in the chat.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he can hear you now. So anyways,
Okay.
so what else is
Good.
going?
Yeah.
What anything else changed since that big new end of year show that we did with Bill, or I did with Bill, and actually you were on it as well. So
Right. Anything change as in, let's see. It's just a big flurry of like stuff getting ready for Madagascar or Bill getting ready.
hmm
When you're having to do the change of the guard, it's a
hmm
little hectic because having to try to get into the chameleon zone again.
hmm
Before I had the Phants,
hmm
I took care of everything, not everything, but I did a great big chunk of it because he was doing
hmm
other projects. But now that I have my thing, my whole head is out of it and I have to remember, I forget things like, oh, well, they can't be outside. They have to be under this temperature. This one cannot do that. So it's just getting back into the zone. And by the time he gets back, it'll be no big deal, you
hmm
know.
It'll get back just in time that you figured it all out, and then it'll be for naught.
Oh, yeah, and I
I
don't
mean,
think anybody's
you'll
grab
keep
it
him
or
alive while he's gone, so that's
yeah,
not for naught. But it'll be you won't remember again.
right, and this time he promised me nobody's gonna have any live birds or hatching, There's none of that going on because every time he'd go like to Europe or something when he
We'll,
was
we'll
working
check
for a
in
certain.
next week to see what gives the birth or what what
I
eggs.
know, I know. And I'm sitting there going, what? We got a new puppy. We got like two chameleons or, Jacksons are dropping babies and whatever. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was exciting. So anywho, that's that.
Yeah, I lost my last Jackson chameleon the other day.
Oh
Um,
no.
it had, it was actually an import that Bill actually had for a while with his
Yeah.
original import, and he sent the female to me a couple of years ago. So it was probably 10 or 15, I don't know, 10 years, 7, 10 years old. And it was looking
Yeah.
really, really like old. And then it like
Right.
recovered. I'm just like, okay, this is great. And then I went down to feed it and it was just hanging like not dead, but like barely alive upside down. I'm just like, oh, this one's not going to make it.
Not good.
I went back 2 days later and it just had deceased. But
Yeah.
it was one of those things I kind of expected. So, and I'm not adding a lot to my or any real animals to my collection. I've got to a point where it's just like I'm going to keep things where they are for now. I've got it down.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
do everything I need to do, but I just don't need anything new. So I'm
Oh,
just
I
not
hear
adding
you.
anything to my collection. I'm trying to figure out how to reduce it, but I'm just like, because I've got 10 tortoises, so it's like redfoot
Oh,
tortoises,
I love
and they're all like
tortoises.
I got them as rescues. So the youngest one is probably 5 years old. So but they live 50, 75, 100 years. So
Yeah.
there's no way they're gonna all leave me.
What kind
My
of tortoises
chameleons
are
will
they? I
get to that
forgot what
point, but
kind. I forgot what kind of tortoises you have.
redfoots,
What?
redfoots.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
I'm
from
not
South America.
okay.
Yeah. I've got them in two separate groups and actually three separate groups. I got a redfoot there's a subspecies of redfoot, which is the cherry head. It's got a still remains
Mhm.
contains its red hair head. And I've
Head.
got that one into separated from all the rest. I don't know how old he or she is because you
Yeah.
can't even tell because you can't really tell those until they're 5 years at least. And then
Okay.
there's a little bit question about it. And then when you get 10 or 20 years, they get very distinct shells on the bottom. The males have an unnotched kind of vent, and they have a like the bottom of their carapace gets indented so they could do whatever they need to do.
They
And the
do their
females they
thing to do
clad
their
and they've got
thing.
a little notch where they can put the eggs out. So it's a
Right.
lot more specific. But even with my older females, I was looking at the three of them. It's just there really isn't significant. Like I was looking, like if I didn't know that they were all three females and I had seen them lay eggs, I would one of them I wasn't even be sure of, but it's the one that's laid the most eggs. So it's kind of
They are
challenging. But just kind of like
fascinating.
all kinds of chameleons, you could be that way. I'm sure Phants are. I don't know. Are Phants really easy to tell the gender?
Um, yes, yes, easy, yes. But some babies I've actually had to wait for 5 months
Hmm.
because they didn't have a drop, they didn't have the notched tail,
Hmm.
and the hemipines weren't hanging, the bulge wasn't there.
Hmm.
And then when I thought I could sex it and send it off as a female, or
Hmm.
boom, the carriage came out, and I'm like, what? I was
That's
hoping it was a female, but that's happened a handful of times. So when some people get right on there and say, "Oh, it's this," and sometimes the females are really deceptive. So it is almost foolproof, but the bulge down there, that's the dead giveaway.
that's what happened to my daughter with her rat. She was supposedly we were all keeping just
Oh,
all
I love
females.
rats.
It was
Oh yeah.
females and it was all females. Actually, she had one of her rats had surgery over this
Oh,
break at home, and so it was a major thing. She had a tumor, so they removed it. I wasn't of the opinion we should go surgerize a rat, but it's her pet and she make decisions and there's her money. So, but
yeah.
but the
I
the
love rats. I love rats.
the
I love rats.
the one was it ended up being a male. It was just it dropped late and she came downstairs. What the? And I'm like, oh, that's not a female anymore.
Yep, yep. Oh my
So,
goodness.
yeah,
Oh,
it
so
was
cool.
younger when we got it than we did. But anyways, my wife just stopped in to say that her parents told her if you get a pet, you do whatever you need to take care of it. I wouldn't do $100,000 or $1 million to have chemotherapy or radiation
No.
or X-rays on a $3 rat or a free rat. But still,
Right.
yes, I know. My wife is reminding me that our older dog that passed a few years back, Bichon, was free, and we spent $1,000 on its surgery. But yes, I
Well,
think
I
part of that was because
actually,
they had
yeah.
they had it listed under me as a physician, and they thought they were going to get more from me, so they charged us more because the surgery
Oh,
was. I'm sure of it, but
right. Oh,
they could do whatever they need to do, but I even had to tell them how to
right.
do the surgery. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That
I'm
she
laughing.
survived a few years longer, and but now we have some new dogs. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. So, what is the next reptile show that you're going to again? You were
The
just, when's
next
the next
reptile
one?
show will be not. Let's see, not this weekend. Let's see, is it this weekend? No, it's not this weekend. It's next weekend. I'm going to the Medina
Hmm.
show, which is my show that's by me. Let's see. No, wait a minute. January 11th. The Michigan show is this Saturday. I don't know if I want to go up to that one. It's kind of cold and
Wow.
snowy here. There's like 4 or 5 inches of snow, and it's actively snowing here and 20 degrees. So
Oh,
a
I
little bit.
forget about that. I'm just thinking
Yes,
everybody has the great weather we have.
yes. What's going on? I thought the Oh, it's on Sundays. I'm like looking for it on Saturday and I couldn't find it. It's like on Sunday. That's why.
Oh
It's
my
always on
goodness.
Sundays. The Medina show is the 19th, so I'm going to go to that one the 19th, but it won't be till after the next show. But I
Okay.
always go to that one. I try to. It's the local one. It's the one I've been going to. It's been around for 30 something years, and I go to it
Oh,
almost every week. But
that's so cool.
and then
Okay.
yeah, I may be going to the Tinley show, which is in March. Um,
Where is
so
Tinley? I hear
Tinley
about this.
is Chicago. It's a
Okay.
western suburb of Chicago. So
And have
it's
you,
called
wait,
Tinley
have you
because of
been there? Have you been
pardon me?
there? Have you been
Yeah,
there?
I've been there multiple times. I didn't go last time because my daughter's wedding was on the same weekend and I
That's right.
couldn't sneak away. Um
And that's
and then I
okay. And
had
you're
no
done.
money because I'm the father of the bride. So there you go.
Heck yeah, you got to be like dishing it out,
Yeah, right, exactly. But
dropping.
but but yes, I went and I've gone multiple times to the spring one, and they have a spring and a fall one. So
Right.
we'll
Well,
see what
forgive
happens.
me if I didn't catch this on another show, but have you been to the Reptile Super Show or any of the Reptile Super Shows in Southern California?
No, that's kind of far, but I would
It
have to. I'd
is.
love to do that at some point. And the other one I want to go to is the ones in Florida. There's like a
Oh,
super show down there that's like I want to say it's Jacksonville, but it's not. It's somewhere else in
I
Florida. There's a huge show that's
right.
like supposedly the biggest one in the world, but the reptile super shows in California may be bigger.
Right. I was going to
So,
say they're huge. They are huge. And I
yes.
love it. I love it so much. I feel I want some people anyway. Yeah, it's
Tinley
like a
is
show you
huge.
need to go to.
I've been with people at Tinley that have been to both the Florida ones and the California ones, and they say Tinley is within the same size of things. It's something you can't really do in one day and like be able to
Right.
breathe. But it's a huge show, and
Oh, I
because
like
there's
to hear
so
that.
many people. But the
I love
last
it.
Tinley I heard back in October wasn't very well attended. It was, I
Oh,
don't know, it was the
wow.
economy. Some people said it was the economy. I don't know. Chicago's and Illinois and their economy is not doing very well. But, you think it's 2 states over for me. For me, I got to go through all of Ohio and Indiana, then to Chicago. But
Right.
so they probably have a 5 or 7 state reach, maybe more. And it maybe
Right.
I'm sure they have more than that but the regular people just driving over can be from, it's only 4.5, 5 hours from here, which is the eastern side of Ohio. So you go through all of Ohio, all of Indiana, up into Chicago, which is the middle of Illinois. So it's,
Right.
and you could go the other side, Wisconsin's over there and, the southern stuff. So should be a big attended place, but
Mhm.
it wasn't very well attended. So I don't know what happened. I hope
Well, I
it's
need to go,
better.
but I definitely need to pare down my collection
Mhm.
because I think my sister would not. She says, "You got too many for me to be doing this while you're gone now for like an extended period of time." But definitely on my bucket list is to go to the Tinley show.
Mhm.
So I do want to go. I would love to
Yeah,
go. But
maybe we
also,
could do that in the fall. Have everybody there.
I
Bring
know.
bring uh James Cross and
Oh
Bill and
yeah.
everybody else and make them show up at that show. There's other people who, Two Turtle Tom should go with me. Daytona.
Yeah.
He's telling me that it's Daytona that's the one that's in Florida that I was talking about. That's
Okay.
a good show. So he's
Daytona.
always there to tell me what's going what I'm forgetting. But
Thanks,
like
Tom.
having him on the show. And then I watch his show that, his show is always on Thursdays. I don't know if he's doing them. Are you doing the live shows now, Tom? Let us know. But we should all go and maybe in the fall and because actually I've never met Bill in person or you either. So it's
I
strange
know.
that
That is so funny.
it's so many years we've had. I mean, I've met Tom, I've
Yep.
met Nate, I met let's see. I don't think I've met Mikey Ben. I haven't met Mikey Ben, not Stephanie Payne. I never met Liza yet because she's over by you guys. But
Now, did you see anybody when you went to Utah, or did you go on a different day
um,
to Clint's
Utah,
reptile room?
I went by myself over
Okay.
to because I went to California to go to the Urgent Care Association's
Oh
yearly
yeah.
convention, and I went on my way home through Utah because it's kind of on my
Okay.
way home, and stopped
Yeah.
off and saw uh boy
Clint's
it's
Clint's reptile room?
Clint, yeah. I was like
Yeah, Clint's reptile
the
room.
name Clint somebody's reptiles, Clint's reptile place for the second time, because I just had to stop, and I don't know what I'm going to do. How I'm going to go there this year, but I'm hoping that something happens with the anniversary of Chameleon
Oh
Academy
yeah.
and being there. Let's hope it's there. I know Bill a little bit announced it on the live show at the end of the year, but
Right.
and because this year, after 3 or 4 years of being in Vegas, the urgent care show is actually in Dallas. So it's going to
Oh.
be a whole different route to take, and I'm not going to go anywhere near California for that.
Oh
But
yeah.
but there is a show that not a show, it's actually not a show. It's a convention that's going to be in California this year for my work, and we'll see if I need that. That the other one is the work related as well, but this one's
Oh.
also for my work that I do 3 days a week. So
Where
we'll
in
see if I can get out
California?
to that one. It's in where the heck? It's somewhere in California. I'm not even sure where it's at, but I won't
Southern,
say because
northern?
I don't even know
You
because
don't
I
know?
won't say because it tells too much about where I work. So I don't.
Okay, won't do
I
that.
work at
Don't do that.
university hospitals, but I'm doing 3 days a week at some place
Okay.
specific.
That's all right. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah.
His live show is done. Too much going on. What?
What?
It's done? Holy mackerel. Come on, man.
What? Oh,
Mikey Ben said we'll meet up in Utah, and I should probably
yeah.
Liza will be there too, I'm sure. So we'll see, because she met with Bill and you and at Clint. So all
Right.
right, we'll figure this out. We gotta all meet in person, but all right. That's what's weird about all these live shows. You could do all the stuff, and you're never meeting in person. It's great. Tomorrow I don't actually have. I usually work Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays at office, and Tuesday and Wednesday I'm remote and I can work from home. But tomorrow, because of the funeral of former President Carter, the one place isn't open, so it's going to be
Yeah.
not. I'll have work, but I won't be working there. So
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting to have a day off after this, because usually I got to get to bed, get going, get up, and get going tomorrow. But
Oh my goodness.
anyways. Anything else tonight, or should we call it a quits?
I don't have anything else, but I'll report next time on, what went on that I saw. I'm not
Sure.
gonna, may not be extensive, but
it's the which super show?
it's the Reptile Super Show in Pomona. They
Pomona.
say
Okay,
LA, Pomona.
They're run by the same people, Pomona and somewhere else in
Yeah, I
California.
think Anaheim show.
Anaheim and Pomona, and they're run by, I think, some similar people, or they're the same size or something like that.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So Pomona. Okay.
The name is at the tip of my tongue, but yeah, it's a great show, and I loved vending there when we used to vend. It was fun.
All right. Well, I'll tell the audience by way of an advertisement that you'll be back to report on Pomona. We'll talk about that in length.
All righty.
All right. Good night.
Thanks
for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Let's see.